Well, the boys are asleep. Ross Marler is reading a romance novel.
One true love. One true love. Just doesn't exist. It's a load of rubbish, isn't it? So what do you think of Blake's mystery lover being a mystery no more? I'll tell you what I think. He was a little younger and a little better looking than I thought he was going to be. For a while there, I didn't think he even existed.
What an odd thing to say.
Well, Blake, you made him sound so perfect that he sounded like a fictional character to me. Don't give me that. She's done stranger things than this, right?
You're entitled to a little wishful thinking. And I know you were hoping this whole thing was just a passing fancy.
Well, certainly not a passing fancy. And when I saw Blake with her new boyfriend, that ended all hope. Whatever it is Blake and I had, it's over. Once and for all.
Well, he impersonates a lady's boyfriend and then delivers her to her door. Here's some catch, Joe.
I still can't believe we pulled it off. Your ex was totally convinced we're an item.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
That's what you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, sure, it was.
So how come you look so miserable?
Oh, I'm not miserable. I'm just waiting for that last plot twist, you know?
Plot twist.
Yeah, the one where Ross sees through my bogus fiction I've created and busts me. But I guess that's not gonna happen because now he's met you and you were perfect. But that's the way it should be. And now Ross is free to be with my mother and he can be happy. Cup of tea for the road?
Sure. Thanks. Here's your book on here.
Oh, yeah, sure is. Just, actually, hit any key and you wake it up and you can check it out for me. I'm gonna change out of this costume. You tell me what you think, all right?
One True Love by Darlena Lacrosse. So you gonna write in what happened tonight?
Oh, gee, let me think. Torture myself by rehashing the end of my great romance with Ross? The exact moment when my hopes and dreams of having a life with him were flushed down the toilet? I think I'll pass. Living through it is painful enough.
This is great stuff, Blake.
Hey, you think so?
Yeah. When's the first installment come out in the journal?
Tomorrow. What a nightmare.
Well, if they make it into a movie, I get first shot at playing Armand, okay?
Oh, yes, God forbid. No. See, no one was ever supposed to read this, ever. I mean, it's just my mother accidentally got her hands on it.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it an accident. You left the manuscript right on her doorstep.
I didn't leave it. I dropped it in a state of panic, playing.
I see. Well, what about all the clues you put in here about your real identity? Just accidents, too?
Clues? What clues? What do you mean?
Where to begin? All right. First of all, your description of Armand. It matches Ross to a T, and he just happens to have twin sons, the same age as your twins, one of whom is named Caleb, spelled with a K.
So?
So, Caleb with a K is an anagram for Blake, as if you didn't know.
I didn't know, I swear I didn't.
All right. What about the fact that his wife, the one you told me is so selflessly going to give him up at the end of the book, has red hair?
Okay, well, yeah, you know, there's some similarities. But, you know, when I started writing that thing, I didn't think anything but nobody was supposed to read it, you know? Why do I bother camouflaging my life?
No kidding.
Well, the clues can't be that obvious, can they? Because otherwise Ross and my mother would have discovered I'm the author, and, well, they haven't.
But you want them to, don't you?
No.
Why?
Because then Ross would feel obligated to come back to me.
Oh, and wouldn't that be a pity?
Yes, that would be a pity. That would be terrible.
Okay. Whatever you say.
I can't believe you're accusing me of...
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just calling it like I see it. And I think subconsciously you want to be found out. But if you say no, then no it is.
No.
Thanks for the tea, Darlena. Give me a call if you need my help again.
You are so wrong. You are so wrong. You know what the difference is between this book and my life? They are huge. I mean, the book takes place in London, 1940s. Thank you very much. And Holly is a nurse. Clarissa is a nurse.
Blake. Your Freudian slip is showing.
What does he know? Nothing.
Actually, I think he's onto something.
I agree, Armand. Poor dear, clearly unaware of her own motives.
Oh, Blake, you have such a lot of explaining to do.
Oh, my God.
Fuck! Well, Blake and I are through. This must be the first day of the rest of my life, huh?
You know, I feel partially to blame. I kept telling you she wanted you back. I got your hopes up.
Well, you couldn't have done that, Holly, if I didn't want to believe it. And by doing that, I was just acting like a fool's fool.
You're the fool. I'm the one who fell for Sam, the lonesome cowboy. Stole my heart and away he ran. With Cassie's jewelry.
There is no way you could have seen that coming. You know that.
How could I not have seen it coming? He told me he was a convicted felon, a drifter. What was I thinking? It was another mental lapse.
Well, at least you're not a masochist. Because she cheated on me with my own brother, for heaven's sakes.
No, wait a minute. You're not going to steal my thunder. I'm the bigger fool here, and I can prove it. Here. Take a look at that.
The Big Sky Ranch Outfitters Catalog.
Purveyor of quality Western apparel and assorted tchotchkes. Look at page 23. Read the description.
Collectibles box with carved sunburst motif, machine-tooled hard... Oh, no.
Oh, yes. The very box that he carved with his own hard-working hands. Made in Taiwan, 1995 plus tax.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
No, no. Laugh, go ahead. That's perfect. Just as phony as he was. Probably had a whole truckload of these stashed away somewhere. Aye. Okay, top that.
I can't. You win, and oh, but I do have a prize for you to celebrate your so-called victory. Hold on. Put these on. Take this, and I want you to send the past away. Go ahead.
All right. Come on.
Oh, beautiful! You're scaring me, but hit it again.
I want you to do it. Go on. Out with the old, in with the new.
Out with the old, in with the new. And the new. Blake, I think your friend Joe is right.
All right, beat it. Scram, okay?
You want Ross and Holly to discover the truth, all of it. Look at the risks you're taking.
You two know your characters in my book. You don't even exist.
We're not in the book right now.
We are talking about your trips to Springfield, to go to the park, to go trick-or-treating.
I needed to see my children. Thank you. I miss them very much.
You had a need to be near Ross in hopes that your loving paths would cross.
When did you get to be so cynical? I certainly didn't write you like this.
Oh, it's the poet in me, the dreaded poet.
You two think that I enjoyed this? Do you think that this was fun for me, scurrying around like a little gerbil trying to create a real-life boyfriend so Ross would buy my act and actually think that I was over him?
You were praying he would see through you from the beginning.
I was not.
You were praying that he would notice that you were pregnant beneath that ridiculous costume.
Yes, because your heart, darling, is no longer in this charade. No, you're sad and lonely. You're desperate to be with the man you love.
What about you, Mom? I couldn't do that to you.
I'll survive.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because you would start drinking again, and then you would start losing your sanity, and it would be my fault, and I'm not going to get in the middle with you two.
If Holly and Ross are meant to be together, you wouldn't be able to come between us? Right, darling?
Yes, my kitten, my love and my life.
All right, that's enough. Stop it. Just go away. Go. Oh, no, really, I mean it. I'm pregnant. We could do this another time. All right, fine. You want it that way? You got it. Ha! Gone. Gone. Oh, dear God, what is wrong with me? I'm really losing my mind.
Man, I feel great. You feel better?
Much.
You should. You see, because now Sam Kershaw, he's just a wrong turn on memory lane. Something wrong?
Deja vu. All those years when I was trying to get away from Roger, and you would always show up on a white horse on the hill and drag me out of my misery. You were such a good friend to me.
Well, it's likewise. Then I guess we sort of messed it up by trying to make it something else.
Yeah. Why couldn't we just leave well enough alone?
What do you think would have happened if we had gotten married?
Do you think about that?
To be honest, quite often.
What do you think?
It's probably best that we didn't.
Yeah, probably. Still, wasn't all bad.
Oh, no. No. Not by a long shot.
No.
We had a lot of yucks, as I remember.
Yeah, you could always make me laugh. You still can.
So not everything in the past should be pounded and destroyed, I guess. Some things should be fondly remembered.
Yeah, definitely.
The joys of parenting with your husband. You leave me alone. I mean it. All right, fine. But listen, pal. I'm the writer here, and I call the shots. If I say my characters speak, then they speak. And if I don't want them to speak, then they shut their big, fat mouths. Now, where was I?
Nice try, darling.
But no cigar. So I can take the boys to playgroup on Thursday if you can take them on Friday, okay?
Okay. And I'll go shopping so we'll have lots of food in the house.
Oh, man, I don't know how I would have made it through the last couple of months without you, Holly.
I think you and the boys would have survived.
Perhaps, but we wouldn't have eaten as well.
You're going to bring up my cooking. Great. And what have you contributed?
I'm good at smashing things with hammers.
Yes, you are. You're very good at that.
Yeah.
And you're very smart, and you're very kind, and you're funny.
I'm handsome, too, but you'd stop right there, Holly, okay? Because I'm supposed to be cheerleading for you.
No, you do for me, and I do for you. That's how it works. Seriously, you're the best. And if Blake couldn't appreciate that, that's her loss. And some other lucky lady will. Trust me.
And I know that some lucky man is going to appreciate you, too. Hopefully he won't be a felon and he'll have a job, though.
Why do I keep going for all the wrong men? All this endless drama and complications.
I don't know. I tell you something. If I ever do take the plunge again, I am going to find a woman the polar opposite of Blake. I don't want to be frenetic and unpredictable anymore. I just want stability. I don't want a boring woman. No. I want a stable woman.
I know.
You know?
I know what you mean. Somebody you can trust, somebody who's always going to be there.
First and foremost, I want a friend.
Right. It's so important to be friends. We can't be holed up in this cabin forever.
No. Obviously, something is going to give.
All this stress. Can't be good for the baby either.
All right, enough. Stop it. Just get back in here right now.
We're trying to help you, darling.
We're trying to help you to understand what you're feeling.
You want to help me? Why didn't you help me back when I needed the help? You. Why didn't you tell me not to get in that stupid bathtub with him? That's how this whole thing started.
Me? I didn't even exist back then.
And you, Ross, why couldn't you keep your hands off me?
I tried, Blake. I tried, but you were irresistible.
Don't go blaming him for that.
I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming anybody but myself, all right? All right. I made my bed messy as it is, and I'm resigned to lie in it. But it's hard, okay? It's hard. It's like this constant struggle every single minute of every single day. And the only way I'm gonna get through this is if I maintain control. And I can't do that if I have the two of you second-guessing me and constantly reminding me about what I've lost. Because I know what I've lost. I'm not gonna order you, all right? I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm begging you, please. Just let me be. Let me be and let me do what I need to do in order to get through this. Just let me be, please. Thank you.